Hello, lovely people, and welcome. This painting that I'm doing today is for a challenge. YouTuber Dina Tollefson is doing a challenge called the Great Pumpkin Challenge, and it is a large art collaboration where a variety of YouTubers all do something featuring either pumpkins or the color orange. So I am choosing to do something featuring the color orange. I have recently started to get into fluid acrylic art, so what I'm attempting to do here is what's called a Dutch pour, and I'm starting by making a completely white background. All of my paints for this painting are thinned out with Floetrol, which is a paint conditioner that thins out the paint and makes it easy to flow and manipulate. And so everything I'm doing is roughly 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 Floetrol to paint, and I will try to put the paint names down in the description. And so first I'm just laying out a thick layer of white. You can see that this is actually my second attempt. The first attempt didn't work at all, so I scraped the canvas and I'm starting again. So I just spread the white out across the canvas, and then I'm taking a variety of oranges and reds and some gold and placing it across the center line of the canvas. Here's some gold, and just kind of wiggly lines across, trying to vary them, not do every one exactly the same. So I have a burnt sienna in there, an orange, a gold, alizarin crimson, and a few dots of dioxazine purple, just for a little bit of contrast in here. And we'll see how that works out. So after I've placed my paint all along the center line, oops, I have more paint here. Oh, this is a darker red, yeah. So I have two different reds. I have a brilliant red, and then I have the alizarin crimson in here for variation. And I decided to add some more gold up on top. The gold is a metallic, so it should add a nice shine here and there within the piece. After that, I put some white, some more white, right along the two sides of the colors that I had put down, and I decided I didn't have quite enough, so I made up some more here. And again, this is a first round. I'm experimenting and learning, so it was a lot of fun to have this challenge to play around with, to do a piece for the fall, in fall colors. So I mixed up a little bit more of the titanium white and with Floetrol and a little bit of water so it would flow, and then I put it down on either side of the colorful paints. And then the fun begins. So I took out my hair dryer, and first you push the white from the sides over the paints, and then what a Dutch pour is blowing the colors out from the center, and the white and the colors will mix and give you some really interesting effects. And this is again one of my first attempts, so it's not perfect, but it has some fun and interesting things going on. I did not put silicone in any of the paints for this, so while I expect to get some cells from the Floetrol, I don't expect to get a large number of them. So after I blew it out, I let it sit for a little bit, and then I came through and scraped the edges because of the drips over the edges. And then I went in with a blowtorch, a little hand blowtorch, to pop any air bubbles that were still in the paints and to help the cells develop a little bit. And then once that was done, it's simply a matter of letting the cells develop, letting the paint develop. You can see that there are some cells already, even without the blowtorch, developing, especially in the upper edges of the orange here. I was a little disappointed. My purple didn't come through very much. You can see a little of it there, but I think it's mostly still hiding underneath the white, that center section. I probably should have done a little bit more with the hairdryer to bring out the colors that are underneath. But here I am with the torch, getting rid of air bubbles, and you can see there was a little bit of cell action happening near the bottom edge now, but not a great deal. And then after that, I just let it sit for a couple of days. And when it was dry, I went back in and took a picture, and that's at the end of this. And you can see the colors much more clearly there and the development of some cells. So as always, thank you so much for visiting. And thanks to Dina Tollefson for this challenge and this opportunity to play around with these colors. And take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be well.